He shut off his engine. Mid-air. U.S. radar lost the target. The sky went completely empty. And then, an American jet exploded. The sky above Vietnam was never quiet. Jet engines screamed through the air, tearing the sky apart. F-4 Phantom II fighters cut across the horizon at terrifying speed. F-105 Thunder Chief bombers carried enough firepower to level entire regions. This was the peak of military technology. Faster, deadlier, untouchable. Or at least, that's what they believed. Because somewhere in that same sky, something was there. Something they couldn't see. During the Vietnam War, air combat was never equal. The U.S. had long-range radar, guided missiles, and advanced control systems. They could detect, track, and destroy targets before being seen. On the other side, Vietnamese pilots flew with limits. Limited fuel, limited aircraft, almost zero margin for error. One mistake, and you don't come back. And then, there was Nguyen Van Bay. He wasn't the fastest. He wasn't the best equipped. But he was one of the most dangerous. Because he didn't fight the way others did. He didn't chase targets. He waited, watched, calculated, and chose the exact moment to strike. American pilots trusted their systems. If something was in the sky, they would see it. But Nguyen Van Bay did something unthinkable. He didn't try to be seen. He tried to disappear. His MiG-17 slowed down. The engine noise faded. And then, he shut it off. Completely. No sound. No heat signature. No radar trace. The aircraft became a ghost. A U.S. pilot checks his radar. Nothing. Clear sky. No threats detected. Everything is under control. But war doesn't follow expectations. A shadow appears, not far away, not ahead, right next to him. Too close, too sudden, too late. The distance closes fast. 500 meters. At this range, technology doesn't matter anymore. Only skill, only instinct. Nguyen Van Bay locks his eyes on the target. No radar, just vision. A brief silence. Then, gunfire erupts. Cannons tear through the air. Metal shreds. A U.S. jet is hit. Flames burst into the sky, and it starts falling. But the most terrifying part is not the attack. It's what happens next. He doesn't chase. He doesn't stay. He turns and disappears. Back into the clouds. Back into silence. Like he was never there. For American pilots, this changes everything. Because now, the sky is no longer predictable. You can fight what you see, but how do you fight what disappears? At any moment, it could happen again. After multiple missions, Nguyen Van Bay shot down 7 American aircraft. Not with superior weapons, not with better technology, but with something far more dangerous: unpredictability. He didn't need to be faster. He didn't need to be stronger. He only needed to appear at the right moment and disappear at the right moment. Because in war, the most dangerous weapon is not power. It's surprise.